Hi. A question came up in a lesson I was giving yesterday in a school in East London, and I wanted to talk about the question and the answer I gave. The session was called How to Be Rich in Under an Hour, and it's a bit of fun and it's a way of introducing financial literacy concepts to young people. And one of the questions we ask as part of that session is, does anyone in the group feel uncomfortable about the idea of being rich or becoming rich? And this particular group, most of the students were like, give me the money. But a couple did express reservations, and one boy called Mohammed asked the following question. I would like to be rich, but does this mean I'm being selfish? And it's a good question. And if young people, this is a group of 17-year-olds, okay? If young people are on a journey to in their career and they're wanting to be successful, trying to be successful, how do they feel about it? And I think probably a lot of people would ask this question. So I wanted to do a piece on the answer I gave. So I said that you, age 17, are on a journey. You're in transition, and you're in transition from a stage of being dependent on others to being independent. So when you're a kid, let's say, you're dependent on your parents, you're on the school, on society. And let's say when a young person is got their first job, they may be renting a flat, paying their own way. They at that point they're independent. And this group who are 17 and still in full-time education are somewhere in that transition. And so I think it may seem a stretch for someone of that age to think about this, but there will come a further stage when they might be responsible for others. They may have a family of their own one day. I gave an example. Let's say you may have a small business. You may employ 10 people. So you're responsible for your employees. You're responsible for doing a good job for your customers. You're responsible for anyone who's lent money to you or put money to finance the business and giving them a return on that money. So you've got responsibilities. You may own a home and have a mortgage and debt to pay on a mortgage. So that's going beyond the stage of being independent to being responsible for others. And then let's take this to a kind of next 2 levels up. Let's say you're Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. So super rich. And, you know, what are you responsible for? I don't know, 100,000 employees? Hundreds of distribution centers in 50 countries, I'm guessing. I don't know, but, you know, massive levels of responsibility involved in if you're rich at that level. So the question is, are you being responsible? Are you being a good owner of Amazon? Or are you spending it all on lifestyle and having fun and so on? Or are you being responsible? Are you doing the best you can to grow that business and provide a good service to customers and look after all those employees and factories and different things you're operating in? So that's my answer to I'd like to be rich, but does this mean I'm being selfish? I would say it depends. It depends. If you do become rich, how are you as a rich person? Are you responsible, or are you flippant and frivolous? So that was my answer to that, and I hope that's helpful.